Welcome back. Today we're peeling back the layers of what's really happening in the world today. In this episode, we're diving into a term that's been swirling around the media, the Great Reset. But what if it's not the utopia it's been hyped up to be? What if, in reality, it's the Great Deception? Let's take a closer look. Our journey starts with a provocative quote from the World Economic Forum founder Klaus Schwab, who said, "You'll own nothing and be happy." This is one idea that's laid out in his book, The Great Reset. But let's dissect this, shall we? With emphasis on the word nothing. The word itself is an absolute, meaning no property, no money, not even ownership over our bodies, thoughts, and minds. It echoes with a chilling resonance of absolute tyrannical control. The vision, seemingly shared by global elites, smacks of a misguided belief that they have an ordained right to rule. The fact is, what they're proposing is nothing short of technological totalitarian tyranny. Just look at the recent headlines. Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo all citing computer glitches causing delays in direct deposit payroll processing and retirement payments. Is this incompetence, a cyber attack, or a subtle nudge away from cash towards a world of central bank digital currencies? The uncertainty breeds distrust. The proponents of the Great Reset paint a vivid picture of a world reborn, of equality, fairness, justice, and prosperity. Sounds ideal, right? But at what price? They seldom, if ever, mention the loss of individual freedoms, of property rights, the travel restrictions of a 15-minute city, and after all that, they decide and provide what we eat. No right to self-reliance, no land ownership, no right to bear arms, no animal protein on your plate, and pre-programmed electric vehicles that dictate where you can and cannot go. It's a selective dystopia dressed up in utopian clothes where the elites roam free and the rest are left to navigate a carefully crafted maze. So what do you think? Is the Great Reset a step towards a brighter future, or is it the Great Deception, a ploy for more control? The answers may not be clear, but the questions are worth asking. As we navigate these uncertain times, it's crucial to stay vigilant. The Great Reset is not just a financial or economic overhaul. It's a cultural and social reimagining that could redefine the fabric of society and the world at large. The elite gather at summits discussing the future of our world. But whose vision is it? And who did they ask before crafting this future? The answer is unsettling. It's not the people, but the puppeteers themselves. The quote from Klaus Schwab is haunting in its simplicity. You'll own nothing and be happy, but happiness cannot be mandated or prescribed by those in power. It's inherently personal, unique to each individual. What happens to the family that loses their home because they can't compete with corporate ownership, or the small business owner whose dreams are crushed by overwhelming regulations? Let's look at the trend. Increasing centralization of power, expansion of surveillance capabilities, and pushes towards digital currencies that could enable unprecedented control over personal freedoms and finances. These are not just hypotheticals. These are developments we're seeing in real time. And they're all components of a system that the few could use to manipulate the many. But fortunately, people from around the world are waking up and protesting to preserve their rights. The question becomes, are we heading towards a future that we all want, or one that's been decided for us? It's a tale of two futures, one of autonomy and one of enforced compliance. The Great Reset promises a reset of systems, but we must ask ourselves, what will be reset next? Our values, our rights, or will it be us? America is at the crossroads. It's time for a conversation, a global dialogue on the true cost of progress as defined by the few, but ultimately determined by the many. The Great Reset, or the Great Deception, the path we choose, will define the world's future. This channel will continue to question the motives behind the Great Reset and encourages our audience to do likewise. It emphasizes the importance of individual freedoms and the potential risks of centralized control. We'll continue to watch, question, and report on these pressing issues. Because the future, our future, is not something we can afford to leave in the hands of a self-appointed few. Stay informed, stay free, and stay tuned for more deep dives here on KIPTV. And if you found this video informative and insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more provocative content. And as always, thanks for watching.